Got no money, pastor. Got no job, pastor. Nowhere to live. Have to catch up with somebody in the back room. Bound. No liberty to move around and be what you want to be. And what I'm telling you tonight is when the children of Israel were told to go to that promised land, it's because it was a place of milk and honey and joy. But when they crossed that Red Sea, they wouldn't restrict themselves. They wanted to take up the idols and all the other gods of the Amorites and the Moabites and the Hittites. They wanted to do all the things everybody around them was doing, and they end up being bound and died in the wilderness. None of them made it into the promised land. And if you can't be what the Bible asks you to be, then you're not free. And the reason you're not free is because you're not bound. You're not bound. You need to go to church. You need to have a pastor. You need to have some rules and restrictions over your life. Some I will do and some I will don't. You need to have it. You see, but the world, the European courts, Council of Human Rights, politics are telling you, anything, anywhere, anyhow, anybody. That's freedom. But they lie. Disease, addiction, broken families, broken homes are the results of the lie of Satan that freedom is removing restrictions. It's not. From the Garden of Eden to the Apostle Paul, the Bible makes it clear that freedom is a paradox. You must be bound to be free. Now we're going to pray before we go. Come on, people here tonight, you need God in your life. And you've come into the service and you haven't come by accident. God knows you, knows your life, knows your mind. And He found you somewhere today, and by His mercy made it possible for you to be here, because He's tired of your tears. People suicidal. They don't want to make it another day. Life is so hard, so much bondage. I can't do this. They told me I can't go here. They told me I can't have that. And everything is bondage and restriction. God sees it and says, you know what? That's not my will for you. My will is freedom. But the one thing you have to have freedom is restriction. Paul said, I'm free because I'm bound. And what was he bound to? He was bound to a man named Jesus. He's the same Jesus that's here tonight, that's moving in this service. It's His voice that you're hearing now. It's His Spirit that you're feeling moving in your heart right now, telling you, yes, it's time to turn your life over to God. It's time to change. Jesus is calling you tonight. Come on, we're going to pray this evening. Somebody in here, you need a change. You said, Pastor, I don't want to be this way anymore. I want a new life. I said, Pastor, I've had enough. Everywhere I go is another